Home sweet home. The Toronto Raptors return to Scotiabank Arena following their 4-game road trip, and they pick up the W against the Miami Heat. I'm going to talk about our Raptors Nation. Do me a solid. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. So it got interesting there at the end. Miami, they made a run, and I thought the Raptors' late game play calling and execution was bad. I mean, the Raptors, they quite almost threw that game away. Out of a timeout, Davion Mitchell took back-to-back shots. You never want to see that. And then Jakob Poeltl took a shot at the side of a basket. You never want to have Poeltl be a mid-range jump shooter and not be inside. And then RJ Barrett, there was a possession late where it ended up being a shot clock violation and he just tried to do too much. Obviously, that's something that RJ sometimes has the tendency of doing. But overall, I mean, the Raptors, they did survive the barrage there at the end by the Heat, and they were able to get this win. We're going to look at some positive takeaways, just some of the things that caught my attention. So we'll start with RJ Barrett. RJ, I know he does have that tendency of trying to do too much at times, but in this one, I mean, RJ Barrett, he was solid. He led the way for the Toronto Raptors, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys even noticed this, but RJ Barrett is a completely different player at home. He thrives off the Scotiabank Arena crowd. Going into this game against the Heat, Barrett was averaging 10 points per game more in home games compared to when the Raptors play on the road. So that is unbelievable. And there was actually an 11 percentage point difference in his field goal percentage at Scotiabank Arena compared to road games. So it's crazy how much Barrett just turns it up every time he plays at home. And we saw it in this one. RJ Barrett, he feasted. He went off. 37 points on 15 for 20 shooting against Miami. And he got it going in the first quarter. He had 13 points in the first 10 minutes of the game. And really, he just never let up. RJ Barrett was a man on a mission. And then he clinched the win for the Raptors when he found his way inside and scored over Jimmy Butler to put the Raptors up 6 with 2 minutes to go, when it did look like the Heat were maybe going to come back and steal this win away from the Raptors. So RJ, I mean, it is great to see him play this well. You want to see more of this, especially when he's out there on the road. But he was really sound in this one. He hit his free throws, which is good, because usually with RJ, sometimes that is a troubling thing for him. But he was very efficient, 15 for 20. I mean, you can't ask for a better game really from him. 3 of 4 from deep. And he just really was aggressive throughout. Set the tone early with that big first quarter. Never let up. Had the 7 rebounds, the 5 assists. And when RJ Barrett is really that engine offensively, the Raptors are usually going to be in prime position to pick up a win. And we saw it complement each other really well with him and Scotty. And really, like, that duo is one to watch more of going down the stretch here. And they are starting to build a lot of good chemistry with each other. And you kind of see how it's playing out, right? RJ, if RJ's going to be efficient, if RJ's going to make smart decisions, if he's not going to force the issue when it's not his night or not his moment, or he's not feeling it, I'm okay with RJ taking this many shots. I'm okay with him being the lead offensively and Scotty being more of that playmaking hub that, once again, he was in this game. Like, Scotty Barnes, another terrific game. He fell 1 assist shy of his second straight triple-double. I said it in my previous video, like, that Kyle Lowry record, it's in jeopardy. It's only a matter of time until Scotty Barnes breaks that all-time triple-doubles record in Raptors franchise history. But I'm okay with, again, RJ being that, main focal point on offense, but Scotty being the guy that really sets up his teammates. He's that hub. The offense comes through him. Of course, Scotty Barnes operating the point with the Raptors, still without Emmanuel Quickley. And we see him when he's kind of that, like, complete player where he's doing a little bit of everything, where he's giving you rebounds, 10 rebounds. He has the 9 assists. Obviously, his turnovers, that's something that he's got to keep at bay. But when he's making nice assists and his passing's on point, the turnovers are just going to come. So I'm not even concerned about that. But this was an overall nice game for Barnes. 23 points, 9 for 17 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. his passing, especially, like, it's just been remarkable. It's been unbelievable how he continues to put his teammates in ideal positions in terms of them scoring the basketball. And Scotty Barnes, he is playing at an all-star rate right now. And when the offense is flowing through Scotty, this offense is humming. I thought Jakob Poeltl had another big night, 17 points, 11 rebounds, just such a steady guy on the glass, 4 offensive rebounds. He's been brilliant on the glass. Yak, he does the dirty work inside. We know that. And his ability to rebound the basketball has just been huge for this team. And then I also want to talk about one more thing here. Jacoby Walter. I thought, he was impressive once again. And he is definitely getting more looks here. He's earning more opportunities with this team. And, you just look at only a week ago, Jacoby Walter, he had gotten some extra reps with the G League before working his way back from that injury with this team. And then all of a sudden, Grady Dick, he suffers that calf contusion. There's no timetable for his return. So what does that mean? Walter getting even more opportunity here and making the most out of it. And when you look at Walter, he's just got a knack for the ball. Like, defensively, his hands were on the ball and he was just getting after it. And then offensively, he chipped in with 12 points, 5 for 10 shooting, and he hit a couple of pull-up jumpers in the paint. And then, he also had a nice little floater as well. So it really looks like the Raptors might have something special in Walter. I know it's super, super early, but he does have moments where you want to see him, clean it up. Like, he did have a defensive let up, I believe it was against with Tyler Hero, as that resulted in a wide open 3-pointer midway through the fourth. But other than that, you got to like what you're seeing from Walter in this extended playing time. He's bringing the effort, he's bringing the energy, he's showing you that he can be that lockdown defender, and then he's showing you glimpses of his shooting ability, that offensive flair that the Raptors were hoping they were going to get in him when they drafted him. So there's plenty of reason to be optimistic and have full faith in Walter's game moving forward. When the Raptors are fully healthy, Walter is going to spend a lot more time with 905, although I would still like him to be a part of this rotation as that backup to Grady. But right now, having Walter as a starter, this is just big for his confidence. Having him out there in these games only going to help his growth and development. So Walter, he did play in 17 minutes, but yeah, 12 points in 17 minutes, 3 rebounds. You'll definitely take that kind of production from him. And again, pretty efficient from the field. So I thought he was very good in this one. So Barnes, Poeltl, Barrett, Walter really stood out to me. Again, the Raptors, they got to do a better job of closing out these games and just, better play calling and execution, because you don't want to, throw away a game that you had, especially if it seems like this team is starting to turn the corner in terms of winning games. But, overall, this was a nice win to come back home, to get it done. And we see it with this team. They're a much different team at home compared to on the road. They're now a game above 500 at home. And the Raptors could possibly go on a bit of a run here, guys. They got a bunch of home games in front of them. I said it on X. As much as I would have loved to see this team, bottom out, get a top 5 pick, I recognize that this team may in fact just be too good once they're healthy to stay at the bottom for long. And this team, with how bad the East is shaping up to be, may in fact be in play-in teams. So we'll see how the Raptors look in this December. I think it's going to tell us a lot about where this team is headed going into the new year. But guys, let me know your thoughts with this game. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more. That's it for me. It's Luke signing off. Thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.